What's up YouTube, and welcome to today's video, another Tristana deck. One of the more underrated champions of the newest expansion, this time paired with Sivir, in a deck that goes for some very creative combos and some very explosive finishes. So the idea of this deck is that it basically has multiple win conditions. No matter what we do, we usually want to build a wide board, and one of the ways of finishing this is leveling Sivir, getting either an Absolver or a Shell game onto her, and then sharing Overwhelm or Elusive with the whole board, and yeah, just pretty much one-shotting your opponent in one swing. Now, the next way would be to get a Tristana leveled and build a wide board and give everything impact, and ideally still give the Tristana Elusive or Overwhelm. But being supported by a wide board where every one of those small units gets turned into a weapon, because of course once Tristana is leveled and you then summon a multi-region ally next to her, they get the impact keyword. And to ensure that this happens very often, we play a lot of multi-region units. Protoporo, Bomber Twins, Telescope, Mayor generates more stuff. Then we also have some Aloofs, and Tenor of Terror, one of the true carries of this deck because it's so efficient at both pressuring as well as swarming and potentially receiving buffs. Besides that, we play some removal that is very efficient and can partially also be used as burn, right? Pokestake is staple in most Bandle City decks, as well as Buster Shot, where again the conditionality is very easy to fulfill. We have 3 Tristanas as well as a lot of multi-region followers. And then we play some Shurima main deck cards just because they're really strong treasure seekers, as well as I like a Merciless Hunter or even a second. If you can fit it, I encourage you to do so. And that's just... The idea is basically trying to combine a Bandle City Swarm deck or a Tristana base deck with a Sivir Demacia, with a strong Sivir package, and trying to combine the strengths of the two while cutting out the weaknesses. So besides that, we play a couple more spells, a mini more of a great control tool to slow down your opponent in this deck, because we're not really playing an aggro deck, we're more playing of a mid-rangey combo-ish deck, and therefore this can buy us some valuable time, as well as mini-morphing your opponent's blocker can ensure a lot of overwhelm damage to go through, or can make sure that your opponent does not have an elusive blocker for example, your Tristana. Besides, there are a couple of tech choices. I really liked one Yordles in Arms in this list, just as another additional win condition, and that's especially very good if you run into a lot of Demacia decks. I even thought about adding a second one, but again, boards, rather deck slots are a bit tight with this list. Hidden Pathway is another one I really like, just more consistently drawing into your combos, but then again you already play quite a bit of draw and we're not really playing a control deck. Group Shot would also be a consideration if you play this more control-y and more combo oriented, and of course you can always consider adding a third Absolver and or a third Shell game, just if you want to have those big hitter threats more consistently. And yeah, this deck has honestly been a lot of fun, and it's been blasting through the ranked ladder. I think I'm 7-0 or 8-0 on this deck so far, and it showed no signs of stopping. As with most Bandle City decks, it has the huge advantage of being able to play at a lot of different speeds, because the cards like Telescope and Bandle City Mayor often give you either cheap or expensive options, so you can play both for tempo as a very fast deck or for control for more value, for more expensive big impact cards. And yeah, if you'd like to have a look at that ladder run, at the success this deck has been having for me so far, feel free to stay around. Here are a bunch of amazing gameplay examples. Enjoy.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Remember when I told you that Trist is really underrated, especially with Tenor? Nope, don't remember that at all. Cut down on Tenor. I think Tenor is maybe the best card in the deck. Definitely not cutting down on Tenor. It's not too bad in this matchup. Opponent doesn't really have any low value targets. What? Okay.
Villains beware.
Probably play it right now. Treasure Seeker is the only low value target in the deck. Even against Tracker it's okay. I think I like double Bomber Twins more than Sivir here.
They've never seen a contraption like this before.
Interesting. Very interesting. Peculiar play right there.
I get the guards, Bob gets the goods.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything!
No attack is a little bit sus. Alright. Let's try to keep him value deprived.
A thing.
L, that's not ours.
Jackpot.
Got it!
Oh, maybe I should have gone wide and Yordle and armed this turn.
Do I have to?
For real.
We got it first.
Got here.
Don't know about this attack. Well, I guess it turned out fine.
Heroes go hungry.
Sure. So I'd set up Yordle and arms for my next attack, I think.
Danger pays.
Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin.
Nice. It's very nice that my opponent uses it this turn, because next turn they could use it to generate an extra blocker. Snapvine, let's go. Still trying to win games here. Not quite rolling that hard.
I know what I'm worth.
Good draw. Yordle in arms is so good for any Demacia matchup, it's crazy.
Villains beware.
Tragedy. So now my opponent needs some like concerted strikes in a combat action. Okay, it's looking good. Let's see.
Business as usual.
You're least likely to die, and then the rest. Riposte? People aren't really running Riposte anymore.
Make it worth my while.
That's one way to clear out the board. And look for Ricochet plus Pokey Stick Lethal. Alright. I don't think Ricochet can overkill units, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Line 'em up.
Alright.
They got
Kobe.
what they paid for.
White Feathers, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Tristana in the opener is probably too early. She just tanks to get excited. Do MDs in Germany make a lot of money? Is it MDs short for medical doctor? Yes, but not insane amounts. Because many of them, or most of them, basically work for the state or get paid by like an institution of the state, right? So it's a bit more capped than it would be in the US. But the average wage is still pretty decent.
Got it.
What is my lineup? I have no clue.
Watch your head. That didn't do nothing.
Not the Poro! Evil person. What career does one pursue in Germany to make a lot of money? Either make your own business or something with finances. I mean, there is a good chance you would also just move the country, right? There are a lot of countries with lower taxes than Germany. This isn't looking too great. Suppose it's aloof.
Grab my hat, comb my mustache.
Consulting, yeah, business consulting should be pretty lucrative. Computer sciences, yeah, I could see that. Digital stuff in general. Alright, we saw Lost Soul. No better opportunity to play aloof.
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff did it.
Scorched Earth is the most expensive card. Alright, this is gonna be fun.
Took it fair and square. First relic.
Nap charm.
I like Merciless Hunter Waking Sands this turn.
Just like this before.
I haven't played in ages in Iron 4 right now and can't find a rank game to get out of Iron. That's very uncommon.
Love it when they
Should probably just restart the queue or something. full swing I get a bit of damage in. Don't get the best trades. Also don't want to give him Lost Soul again, I think. Okay, found the second Lost Soul after all. Okay, my opponent will have an abundance of resources anyway, so I think I go like Pokestick Tenor, or I just let this go through and I go Tenor, Yordles in arms. Oh, yeah, no, I will have mana next round. If I click pass, my opponent can click end round. Am I fine with it? Think so. Nice. Ooh, okay, that changes things.
Really?
I'm just thinking if I want to trade everything in or not. I do give my opponent more discard fodder if I do it. This looks too juicy to not take it. So if I Pokestick, I've given my opponent a pretty good rummage. Okay, now it's fine, I think. So both of us are kind of just playing board control right now.
Hell, wait up!
Just in time. I felt that one. Felt it coming. That prevents the value trade here. Means we have a bit more stuff for the Yordle's turn. Actually, looking at this, I'm probably trading everything in.
This one's a fighter.
Unless my opponent has another Scion, they should be really low on tempo. Yeah.
Sing with the darkness in your heart.
You've got a problem, I've got a price.
And if it helps.
I mean, I'm not... I'm also not really getting closer to finishing the game myself.
Danger pays. I'm a woman of principle.
Okay. So still need to find a finisher, but guess I'm on the right track here. Is it defensive Yordles? Don't like it.
Me before you? This world is positively uppity downity, brother.
Ooh, not going for Sivir. That's very debatable.
Rambunctious fool!
Nothing personal. Make it worth my while.
My solo!
It's probably not good enough.
Hang on. We're rolling.
Why not let 11 damage through? Because I'm thinking I can refill the board anyway. Didn't quite turn out as I would have wished. And I also didn't see my opponent play too much burn yet. Lurk time, I can use this to get to my champions quicker. Oh no, wait, it also obliterates champions, doesn't it? Tiny bit too late.
Now we're cooking. Axes coming right out.
Roll 'em over.
Honor is the rust on a dull blade.
Believe and go for Ricochet. I'm not quite that desperate yet. It does feel like my opponent has a lot of burn in hand. But it's very unlikely they can remove Sivir here. Draven's Whirling Death? Even then.
It's a living.
Axe with your name on it.
Let's go. Let's go. Got him good. Baby steps to masters, but we're actually rocking insane win rates.
Okay.
How you doing, Nikki? Hope you enjoyed Worlds. Buster shot for Poppy, but it's gonna be really hard to get the conditionality in time. GG Allen, indeed. I'm pretty fine. I just got back from Berlin visiting my brother. It was a pretty epic week. Yeah, this takes a while until we get the Buster shot going.
Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin.
Finals for LoR Masters on Sunday. Who am I rooting for? Obviously the German Redemption. Been underperforming so far. Who else? Italy was really impressive. Wait, I don't have the full final standings in my head right now. I need to look them up again. Pass isn't bad, and I can Hunter. Like, if my opponent plays Mayor, I have Merciless. Spicy. I mean, Doggo is the more obvious pick, but Field Musicians against the control deck? I don't know, this might be overzealous, but hey, for the content. Turkey's in it again, yeah, true, but Turkey wasn't quite that impressive yet, I think. It does feel like it's a different team now that they don't have their previous captain. And Spain is through as well, right? I think Germany and Spain are gonna be my personal favorites. Okay, I should probably aloof before my opponent alooves.
Look, a thing.
L, that's not ours.
I just know the heroes around.
That's what we kept Buster Shot for. Yeah, this evening I need to do some catching up and rewatch the final day because I was already gone to Berlin when Panda and Mogwai were having that last day of casting. So I need to catch up on the action a bit. But I'm very excited.
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff did it.
Is this a good turn to play Field Musicians? Not really, right? I still just want to go for tempo, I think. I can't really play her unleveled though. Just because Buster Shot is way too easy. Way too efficient of a removal tool. How's Trist working out? Quite well so far, to be honest. Alright. Like, this deck is 4-0 so far. Although I gotta admit it still doesn't really feel refined, but we're getting there, we're getting closer.
I'm Tristana, and I take points. Firepower solves
Is the Team OK Treasure list available on Mobilytics? Yeah, but you have to scroll down quite a bit. It was the first deck I played of the new expansion. So it's already like 1.5 months old. So I can boost Tristana to 11. Or swing with this as well. I think it's just Tristana and Overwhelm. Nice. Baited a block with a small unit. Like, this is one of the better opportunities we can do this without our opponent having mini-morph mana. Can't find a newer version, so might as well take yours. The only thing I remember is cut Justice Riders and add like Elusive, I think. it didn't have in that slot.
Baddies beware, mama's got a gun.
Ah, that's a bit annoying. I can pull this aside with Merciless. It's probably the best way of dealing with this. And I can try to get rid of Fizz. Oh, our opponent does it for us. Nice.
Fine.
Dead meat.
Something along these lines should be plenty.
Let's just do a frontal assault.
I don't even know if I want to let go of the fearsome blocker.
Quit struggling.
Save Pokey Stick for the face. Yeah, let's just let this go through. I mean, we're setting up the win for our next swing. If we don't win on our next swing, we probably lose anyway. Alright, shell game time.
Really?
Let's get him, squad.
Avanoid, thank you for the prime. Thanks for the 4 months. Oh, it's working! Nice. 5-0, this list is popping off.
Hooray for the Bandle Gunners.